Left-handed killers got pissed off last night and talking about Twilight because there's a random apple on the cover, and I've never read or watched Twilight, and it's Dusty, sorry. Read or watched Twilight, and I'm just like, Light, how come there's an apple on the cover? And I never really, to which Light replied, I read the book, and when Edward and Bella first meet, he gives her an apple. That's it. There's no deeper meaning. No deeper meaning. Not at all. And I don't think there's deeper meaning. I'm a poet, okay? I know about symbols and meaning and love and all that. I didn't catch anything else. So if you try to argue with me that there's a deeper meaning, I will be like, no. I've written stories about symbols, symbolic things, love. I didn't catch any of that. I had to ask my cousin why there was an apple on there. My cousin, who was 2 years younger than me, she explained it to me. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. They should have put, like, a vampire on there or something. And by the way, vampires don't sparkle, okay? I grew up on vampire movies. They don't sparkle. They don't. I want to slap Edward Cullen. With this book, nonetheless. They don't even sparkle in the book. Wait, is there a hardcover version of this? Yeah. Oh, I'm the going with the hardcover. I'm really hurting. Yeah, honey. Yes. Misa is pissed. Yeah, I think that the actors were completely wrong. When I read the book, I imagined, I don't know if you can see him, Gerard Way. He looks more like a vampire than Robert Pattinson. Come on, let's be honest here. We all imagine Gerard Way. What color hair does Gerard Pattinson have? He has like blondish, brownish. It should be black hair. A little bit darker than yours. Well, in the book, he was supposedly blonde. I saw it as black just because I was imagining Gerard Way. He was much more like Gerard Way. Where's the apple? The apple? Oh, I don't know. Probably. Why we're ranting about this is because Death Note involves apples, and you can explain that. Okay, I'll explain the apple thing. Okay, gods of death like apples. They love apples. Ryuk, example, goes all contorted and stuff when he goes 3 days of apples. It's like their ecstasy. It's their drugs. It's their alcohol. It's their life. They're quote-unquote juicy. I know. There wasn't even anything in here about the apples being juicy. I don't remember anyway. There's nothing in here about things being juicy, alright? I can't really find it. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. Okay, yeah. So, Twilight, just for the reference to the apple on the cover, nonetheless. You think the cover would have some symbolic about the book in any way? Oh, let's have it some symbolic way. How about we use the charm that Bella got from, what was it? I don't remember. Well, Bella got this stupid little charm thing from what I've heard, or something. Bella's charm. You think that would be on the cover? Because that's more symbolic, because that actually has a meaning to it. Exactly. I've read the book, nonetheless, and I know all this because everyone's obsessed with Twilight, so I have no choice but to listen. You don't do it, so I'm not yelling at you. Well, of course. People at my school. And, yeah, I'm just sitting there. I'll listen to them. I don't tune them out sometimes. And, yeah, I'm like, oh, alright, Bella got this charm from this werewolf kid or something. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. And, yeah, you think, oh, that'd be more symbolic. How about the inner struggle between Edward, or whatever, this werewolf, I don't know the names. I think it's Jacob. Jacob? Okay, Edward and Jacob. Yeah, you think the inner struggle between Bella choosing between the werewolf kid or the vampire kid? No. Let's put an apple on the cover. Yeah, an apple and, like, really pale hands, and... Well, okay, the pale hands make sense. The pale hands make sense, but at the same time, it doesn't look like a vampire in the movie. You're supposed to look like this! You're supposed to look like me! And he's like... I don't know. He's supposed to look like that. What, girl hands? Wait a minute. Yeah, wait a minute. Those are girl hands. Those are girl hands! What the hell? I can't really find it, but it's in there. It's in there. It's in there. It's like in the beginning, I think. What else? Oh yeah. So, when we made the Left-Handed Killers logo, which I will show you in a second, it's got an apple on it, and someone went in my room, and I have it as my desktop background, and, yeah, people were like, oh, I didn't know you were a Twilight fan. No. The fact that Twilight is now associated with any apple you see, it's horrible. I mean, granted, the symbol has L symbol in the very back, so Where the hell is L in Twilight in any way?
There's no L in Twilight. There's like...
Is there any characters with the name that starts with L?
No.
Major characters, I mean?
I don't think so. I only read the first one, but I don't think so.
No.
I don't think there's any.
There isn't.
There's none. There's no reason for them to put an apple on the cover, except for the fact that that's when they first meet. They didn't even first meet with an apple. They first met in, like, friggin' chemistry class or something. And it... Oh, what the fuck? It just makes me so angry. Twilight in general makes me angry because they took a really good book. I mean...
I don't read, so I really can't think.
It wasn't Shakespeare, okay? It wasn't the best book ever written, and we're gonna get a lot of hate comments for this.
Yeah.
But come on, it was a vampire love story, okay? It wasn't Dracula. But okay,
so long.
I don't know. I read it. I read it and I was satisfied. I liked the book. I really did. Then everyone started hyping about the movie and the book and how awesome it was. It was the best book ever. It was like, no, it wasn't even close.
One more thing. Whoever thinks the movie's better than the book, fuck you.
Read the book.
There is no movie that is better than the book. Because no movie can ever amount to the awesomeness of a written story straight from the author's mind.
Exactly.
I don't write, I don't read. I still know that.
I mean...
Even remakes suck.
Remakes do suck. I hate remakes so much.
No, you're copying someone's idea. You're not... And you end up cutting half the stuff out and making something completely different. And this really pisses me off. I haven't even read Twilight.
I just hate this.
Just because I haven't read Twilight doesn't mean I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you totally know what you're talking about. It's like, I don't know, everyone is, like, freaking out about how awesome it is. And when the book first came out, like, nobody knew about it. And then all of a sudden, everyone's, like, freaking out.
It's just copyrighted, I would say.
It's, I read it in, like, 8th grade, because we were still up in middle school. I don't think it was 7th grade. But it could have come out before then.
2005.
Okay, 2005. It's 4 years later, and people are, like, freaking out about it. And
okay. They didn't screw up Harry Potter this much.
They didn't.
The movie even kept in the little fetish Dumbledore has with Harry Potter. In a weird way, they did. They kept it in.
Yeah, they did.
I haven't even read Harry Potter. I read the first and half the second book. I did read, like, the first book, which is surprising enough to me that I read.
There you go.
I don't read.
I'm trying to find an apple thing. It's gonna bother me or something, or like, I don't know. It's not like
More symbolic than
yeah,
fucking apple.
It's just
Ryuk would be dying in his little Shinigami world right now if he saw this.
yeah. He would be fucking freaking out. He'd be like, just not right.
This is why I'm glad I ended up killing myself later on. I probably saw Twilight and killed myself. It really wasn't Monster's fault in any way.
I was already dead when this
You were
came out,
lucky.
So.
You're lucky. You got away from it.
I did get away from it.
You know, you technically died in 2010. So
Yeah, you're gonna have to put a caption that says Death Note reference.
Well, that's true. You know, the big Death Note references here because
the fact that I can't even find the apple symbolism means that it's really not even there.
If it only shows you in one scene, it's not symbolic.
I don't even think it's on one page. I think it's like a little. I think it's a little snippet like that. Like I can't find it like at all.
If there's a chapter named after it, okay.
Yeah, it's first sight, open book, non-invitations, blood type, scary stories. Port Angeles. It's probably before this because they already met because they're talking about blood type.
It's probably right here.
Yeah, technically. I don't know where it is. I don't like it, and it makes me say that vampires are lame, and this is coming from me. If you know me, you know how much I love vampires. Yes, Twilight is not. I like Gerard Way.
If you saw her room, you would understand why she's so pissed off.
I was just, oh my god. I mean, when I first heard word that there was going to be a Twilight movie, I was excited. I really was. Then I saw the previews, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? It bothers me that they made it the way they did, and I heard that they leave out a lot, and that the only thing similar between Twilight the movie and Twilight the book is that the character names are the same as the same title. And they're vampires. But they don't sparkle! They should sparkle!